Basketball is a sport with high scoring totals. NBA teams nowadays average over 100 points per game. College basketball will be a little less than that due to the 30-second shot clock and only 40-minute games. And high school would average a little less than college. But in all, you would probably never see a basketball game have a scoring total of, say, like a soccer game. Except there has, and this ridiculous record was set pretty recently in 2015. The final score of this ridiculous game was 2-0. What is going on, everybody? It is Handles, and with such a surprise, we did it. We hit the goal of 50,000 subscribers before the month ended, and this is all thanks to you guys. We were able to get over 4,000 subscribers in 2 days. You guys are really the best fans ever, but of course, we ain't done here. The next goal is 75,000 subscribers. Let's somehow try to hit that before the end of August. So if you're new, why haven't you subscribed to the channel? You're missing all of these lit videos. But anyways, today's video is about the most ridiculous basketball game ever played. And in fact, it was the lowest scoring basketball game ever. And surprisingly, this record was set pretty recently. I would have expected something like this to happen way back. But the first thing you might assume is that these teams were just so bad and not a single one of the players even knew how to dribble a basketball. But no, both teams had very good records at the time of this game. And earlier in the season, they both played each other and the game ended 40-36, which is a pretty respectable score for a high school game. So to start the story behind basically the worst game of basketball ever, or I don't know if you can really even call this basketball, but it was a high school game in January of 2015 between Bibbs County and Brookwood. And this was both teams' fourth game of the week, but the Brookwood coach wanted to give his players some rest. And as you know, in the NBA and college, there are shot clocks, but in high school there isn't, so any team could theoretically hold the ball forever and never shoot. And that's exactly what the Brookwood coach planned, but not to the degree that what actually happened. So the tip-off started and Bibbs County scored on the first possession, but when Brookwood brought the ball up the court, all they did was pass. And sorry, there isn't actually any footage of the game, so this example of a girls game would have to do for now. And after all this nonsense passing, the Bibbs County players were getting tired because they were playing man-to-man and just running around trying to catch the person who had the ball. So they decided to switch to zone defense. And what did Brookwood do to counter the zone? They stopped passing entirely, and one player would literally hold the ball for the entire quarter. Then this went on for the rest of the game, and Bibbs County decided to join in on what Brookwood was doing. The only time a shot would ever be taken is at the end of the quarter when a team was going for a buzzer beater. And yeah, they bricked every time. But as the game was coming to an end, Brookwood tried to go for the game-winning shot, but they shot some nice bricks and possibly some nice air balls. It looked good though, but there. The game ended with the final score 2-0, with only 7 shots taken throughout the entire game, and the 2 points scored happened at the very first few seconds of the first quarter. Now this game was just embarrassing. If I was one of the players, I wouldn't even bother listening to the coach if he told me to do that. Cause if I'm playing a game, man, I'm trying to hoop. I ain't about wasting my time just standing there doing nothing. And that's the story behind the lowest scoring basketball game ever, and basically the worst basketball game ever. And honestly, they should really implement shot clocks in high school games, so this kind of stuff never happens. But I don't even know what to say. I just feel bad if there was anyone watching that game. But anyways guys, thanks again for 50,000 subscribers. The grind for 75k is here. Till next time, I'm Handles, and I'm out.